At the annual Philomath Frolic and Rodeo, the timber industry is present at nearly every turn.
A lot of the parade is actually timber, the industry, and everything, but which you see that every day when you're up on Main Street. But hey, Tim.
It's a close-knit community with many family trees built on generations of logging.
My grandpa used to haul oaks mill. My dad has been in it since he came out of high school.
Hunter Petter is 19 years old with a commercial driver's license. He sees his future in timber.
For me personally, it's really just life. I mean, I don't really know anything else.
So when Philomath's Interfor mill closed last year, it hit hard.
The mill is the heart of the town. After it shut down, a lot of people just didn't have jobs because that's where they grew up working.
We had no idea what was going to happen when that Interfor mill closed. I think there was a lot of fear that that was going to be it.
Christopher McMorrin is the mayor of Philomath, and he says that the Interfor mill was the only one within city limits. When it closed, more than 100 jobs disappeared in a town of just under 6,000 people. But just 6 months later, a surprise turnaround. The old mill got a new owner, a company called Timberlab.
So when that Timberlab news came in, I think there was this sort of breath of new life, like, oh wow, okay, this isn't over yet. We still have another chapter to write here.
That lifeline came from right here at Timberlab in Portland. It's a high-tech wood manufacturer using mass timber to build the future.
Mass timber is a group of wood products, engineered wood products that are used for large-scale commercial buildings.
Chris Evans is the CEO of Timberlab, which is responsible for much of the new PDX airport, as well as dozens of buildings around the area. He says that while they are on the cutting edge of construction technology, the concept isn't exactly new.
So this has been around for a long time. Back in the day, you were using large trees to make the columns and beams for these structures. And today, with advances in technology, you can use small pieces of wood laminated together, that's GLULAM, and cross-laminated together, that's cross-laminated timber. So the cross-laminated timber is used in the floor systems as the floor decking, and then the GLULAM beams are used for the post and beam structure.
Timberlab does a lot of that work ahead of time and off-site, and that's a major time saver.
I would call it prefabricated kit of parts. So the whole building is built digitally. It gets fabricated in a factory setting, and then it comes out to site and gets put in a place in a very predictable way.
It sounds like you're describing going to IKEA and buying a house.
Kinda, but I would say it's probably nothing to knock against IKEA, but these will last a long time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And they're competitive on price. Timberlab says mass timber is now cost neutral with steel and concrete, but far ahead on sustainability. Mass timber produces up to 50% fewer emissions and stores carbon for decades, a big shift in an industry that accounts for nearly 40% of global emissions. And business is booming. Timberlab plans to double its headcount over the next 5 years and is opening new facilities across the state. That's where Philomath comes in.
Once we got to know the history of the sawmill and the importance of it in Philomath, if we can come in and help revitalize that industry in that town, that's a huge benefit to the local community.
The purchase is part of a strategy known as vertical integration, controlling the supply chain from tree to beam. But for Evans, the decision was about a lot more than just logistics.
So we're really excited to bring that back.
So with Timberlab buying the old Interfor mill, are all the jobs coming back?
We don't know yet. It's a good question. I think when they bought it, they said they weren't quite sure yet. So, even if we only get 50 jobs back or 70 jobs back, that's 50 to 70 more jobs than we thought we'd get back.
There are still questions ahead, but one thing is clear. Thanks to Timberlab, Philomath doesn't have to choose between its past and its future.
We don't have to choose between this kind of heritage and innovation in the future. We can innovate and use that heritage that built Philomath at the same time.
In a town built by timber and bound by tradition, the silence of a shuttered sawmill has become proof that even endings can make way for new growth.